Ekha, or Lamentations, starting in chapter 3, verse 37. Who was it that spoke, and it came to be? Has Yehovah not commanded it? Do not the evils and the good come out of the mouth of the Most High? What, should mankind complain, a living man, because of his sins? Let us search and examine our ways and turn back to Yehovah. Let us lift our hearts and hands to El in the heavens and say, We have transgressed and rebelled. You have not forgiven. You've wrapped yourself with displeasure and pursued us. You have killed. You have not shown compassion. You have wrapped yourself with a cloud so that prayer does not pass through. You make us as scum and refuse in the midst of the peoples. All our enemies have opened their mouth against us. Fear and a snare have come upon us, shame and ruin. Streams of water run down my eye for the ruin of the daughter of my people. My eye flows out and does not cease, without stopping, until Yahovah looks down and sees from the heavens. My eye pains my being because of all the daughters of my cities. My enemies hunted me down like a bird without cause. They have cut off my life in the pit, and they threw stones at me. Waters flowed over my head. I said, I am cut off. I called on your name. Oh, Yehovah, from the lowest pit. You've heard my voice. Do not hide your ear from my groaning, from my outcry. You drew near on the day I called on you. You said, do not fear. O Yehovah, you did plead the case for my being. You have redeemed my life. O Yehovah, you have seen my oppression. Judge my case. You have seen all of their vengeance, all of their plans against me. You have heard their reproach. O Yehovah, all their plans against me, the lips of those rising against me, and their scheming against me all the day. Look at their sitting down and their rising up. I am their song. Repay them, O Yehovah, according to the work of their hands. Give them a veiled heart, your curse upon them. Pursue and destroy them in displeasure from under the heavens of Yehovah. Chapter 4. How dim the gold has become, the fine gold changed. The stones of the set-apart place are scattered at the head of every street. The precious sons of Zion, who were weighed against fine gold, how they've been reckoned as clay pots, the work of the hands of the potter. Even jackals have presented their breasts. They've nursed their young. The daughter of my people has become as cruel as ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the infant has clung to the roof of its mouth for thirst. Children asked for bread. No one breaks it for them. Those who ate delicacies have been laid waste in the streets. Those who were brought up in scarlet have embraced dunghills. And the crookedness of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, which was overthrown in a moment, and no hands were wrung over her. Her Nazarites were brighter than snow and whiter than milk, more ruddy in body than rubies. They're cut like sapphire. Their appearance has become blacker than soot. They've become unrecognized in the streets. Their skin has shriveled on their bones. It's become dry. It's become as wood. Better off were those pierced by the sword than those pierced by hunger, for these pine away, pierced through for lack of the fruits of the field. The hands of the compassionate women have boiled their own children. They became food for them in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Yehovah has completed his wrath. He has poured out his burning displeasure. He kindled a fire in Zion, and it consumed her foundations. The sovereigns of the earth did not believe, nor any of the inhabitants of the world, that an adversary and an enemy would enter the gates of Jerusalem. It was because of the sins of her prophets, the crookedness of her priests, who shed in her midst the blood of the righteous. They staggered, blind in the streets. They've defiled themselves with blood, so that no one was able to touch their garments. They shouted at them, "Away, unclean! Away, away! Touch not!" When they fled and staggered, they said among the nations, "They shall sojourn no longer." The face of Jehovah scattered them. He no longer regards them. They showed no respect for the priests, no favor to the elders. While we exist, our eyes are consumed, watching vainly for our help. In our watchtower, we watched for a nation that could not save. They have hunted our steps from going in our streets. Our end was near. Our days were completed, for our end had come. Our pursuers were swifter than the eagles of the heavens. They came hotly after us on the mountains and lay in wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of Jehovah, was caught in their pits, in whose shadows we had thought to live among the nations. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, you who dwell in the land of Uz. The cup is to pass over to you too, so that you become drunk and make yourself naked. Your crookedness has been completed, O daughter of Zion. He no longer prolongs your exile. He shall punish your crookedness, O daughter of Edom. He shall uncover your sins. Chapter 5. Remember, O Yehovah, what has come upon us. Look and see our reproach. Our inheritance has been turned over to strangers, and our houses to foreigners. We've become orphans, fatherless. Our mothers are like widows. We had to pay for our drinking water, and our wood comes at a price. We have been pursued close onto our neck. We have labored and had no rest. To Mitzrayim we have given a hand, to Asher to be satisfied with bread. Our fathers have sinned, they are no more. We have borne their crookednesses. Servants have ruled over us. There's no one to deliver from their hand. With our lives we bring in our bread because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin has become as hot as an oven because of the burning heat of scarcity of food. They have humbled the women in Zion, the maidens in the cities of Yehuda. Rulers were hung up by their hands, and elders were not respected. They've taken young men to grind, and youths stumbled under loads of wood. Elders have ceased from the gate, young men from their song. The joy of our heart has ceased. Our dancing has turned into mourning. The crown is fallen from our head. Woe to us, for we have sinned. Because of this, our heart has been sick. Because of these, our eyes have become dim. Because of Mount Zion, which is laid waste. Foxes have gone roaming in it. You, O Yehovah, remain forever, your throne from generation to generation. Why do you forget us forever, forsake us for the length of our days? Turn us back to you, O Yehovah, and let us turn back. Renew our days as of old. For have you completely rejected us? You have been wroth with us exceedingly.